変身
Hello there, gang, and welcome to another episode of Displaying-Model-Behaviour, the Earth's mightiest video podcast. So take off your pants, crack a beer, and let's talk toys. Let's talk about... I was about to say Marvel. Nope, that's not what we're doing. We're doing Transformers Legacy Evolution Maximal Leo Prime. I know what I'm doing on my own show. Hey, look, it's a big old name to remember, and I'm not a big Transformers guy, despite the fact that one of my key distinguishing features is a Decepticon hat. But you know what? I was born and raised with Transformers, but then I fell out of the love of the figures. Why? Because I feel like they're always compromised because they gotta transform. It's not a perfect robot mode, and it's not a perfect transformed mode. It's a little something in between so it can do what it's supposed to do. But then, biggity bam, I got myself a Transmetal Megatron, and I'm like, oh my goodness, you're just perfect in every way. Practically perfect. You're a Mary Poppins figure. But what is Megatron without Optimus Prime? I'll tell you what, he's a villain without a hero. But don't worry, we got Maximal Leo Convoy, because I mean, you could have got any Optimus Prime. I love mixing things up. I know they're not technically like the same thing, but come on, it's Prime and Megatron. So I wanted an animal, beastie kind of transformer to go with him. And I always thought the design of Leo Convoy was great. I love the lion kind of shoulder pad, the animal with the robotic. That's good. That's really wicked. But does he live up to the lofty standards of Megatron? Well, the answer is no, of course he doesn't, Dave. He's a smaller, cheaper figure. Don't be an idiot. Okay, fine. But is he still worth the bang for the buck? And will you still find the things to love that you did before with the other guy? Not so much either. This is going to be a fairly quick review because I'm not going to waste your time. Because also, I'm not a Transformers expert. I can't comment on these things like your Thew Adamses and your folks who really know the intricate minutiae. I just tell you how I feel. I get it out there on the page, on the digital YouTube page. You know what I'm saying. Scrap that metaphor. So, first of all, let's just take a look at the box. And of course, it's the open packaging, which Marvel Legends, maybe they should want to try and play around with this because it's a compromise. There's no plastic, but you can see the figure inside. And I know that there are perils and pitfalls with people who are some of the worst human beings on the planet trying to do things like, take off heads and accessories because the world is a lawless place. But I think the actual striking imagery and the graphics on the package, they look lovely. And then you get him out of the box and boom shakalaka. I don't know why NBA Jam references came into my head, but there you go. Boom shakalaka. You've got the transformed Leo Convoy. And I gotta say, he looks okay. First of all, I keep forgetting, it's kibble, right? It's kibble. All the stuff that hangs off of a transformer. There's a lot of it. Is it brittle? No, it is kibble. There's an awful lot of it on this dude, and that's a shame. But I knew it. I knew going in. I had no illusions, but I wanted to do another Transformers review. I wanted to pair up Megatron with someone, so I'm glad I got him for that purpose. But I can see the perils and pitfalls therein. One of the things I love about Optimus Prime is that regardless of what series, generation, movie, media, he always has his distinctive features. The samurai style mask with the head, it's always so quintessentially Optimus Prime. So that's great. You look at him, bam. Well, that's Optimus. That's really great. And I do love the lion. But one little thing, take a look at this, and then take a look at the picture on the box. Meow. Meow. Oh, don't worry, we can look meaner. Meow. Come on, give us a mean looking face. That's what I want from my optimal Optimus. I know that's not who he is. I didn't grow up on Beast Wars with Optimal Optimus, but I was a teenager when it came out and I still enjoyed it. No, Leo Prime. So he's just, there's cool stuff like, I love, again, quintessential Optimus Prime. The big chest, which also does open up, if I can get my fingers in there. I'm going to do this. There we go. It opens up, which is a nice little touch. That doesn't need to be there, but I'm glad that it is. That's kind of cute. And then he's got like the robo abs, which he always does, which is normally obviously a truck grill, which works quite well. But that's great. That's nice. So that's kind of what is frustrating as well, though. All right, is that the body, the basic robot features are cool. I wish he didn't have to transform, because then you could actually blend everything in way nicer. You could take off all the brittle, kibble, whatever. You could actually have the shoulder pads sit nicely. You could give him more articulation. You could give him like maybe a bit of actual like interesting looking hands and not just this hand. That's what frustrates me. And I know that Transformers fans are watching it going, yes, but Dave, it's a Transformer. Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. I'm not ragging on it because like it's the technology, the cleverness, the engineering that goes into putting these things together, making them transform. It's freaking mind-blowing. Like it really genuinely is. Like I started out collecting Marvel Legends, which they literally just fart out a mold and slap some paint and a new head on it. And I'm like, oh my god, this is the nicest thing ever. So no, don't worry. I'm blown away by what they can do with this. But still, it's the finished product that just doesn't quite sing to me. Too many bits of plastic all over it. And also just, it feels very plastic. Do you know what I mean? It's like this white, it just feels, I don't know, very toyish. Whereas like this Megatron, because there's so much color that's like blended and brushed and swirled, like it looks more like a metallic, organic creature from the center of the earth. This looks like a plastic toy. And that's just what I'm saying. Again, not hating. And maybe some metallic paint. I'm looking at sort of artwork of Optimus Prime. Like, if the lion's mane was more of a metallic gold, oh, suits you, sir. That would work. So yeah, it's the flat, unpainted plastic that is a bit of a shame. Whereas that just springs to life instantly. So that's probably my gripe there. What I do like, is that for a Transformer, which I'm like, oh, blah, 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 it has to be compromised so it can transform. Yeah, we know, Dave. But he actually does have some nice articulation. In the legs, you've got the nice thigh swivels, and you can even pivot his ankles to the side as well. So in his robot mode, and of course you can swivel at the waist, you can angle the head, so you can put him in some fun dynamic poses, but then you still have to like play around with the arms and the lion paws and all that kind of stuff. It's just a bit fiddly, you know? I'm an awkward human being. I don't need awkward action figures as well. So what I do have, again, it frustrates me because the basis of a cool looking design, that's why I wanted this guy, because just the design is so cool. Robot plus lion. But the actual putting it together and making it transform, not so much. It doesn't quite sing to me. Speaking of transforming though, let's transform this little dude. And the transforming process is, for me, again, being a novice, it was very fiddly. It took me a long time and a few YouTube videos to figure out like how to put it all together. But we got there. We got there in the end. But again, that lion face, it's not. I want to. I want him in battle with Megatron. This just looks like it's too much like a little kiddie, you know. So I wish that he was a bit more dynamic in his look. With a golden mane would have been nice. And also because again, you got to like compromise forms to make things work. You can't really put him like you can't angle or flex his front lion paws to give like a kind of a pouncing sort of look. They're just up, so it just doesn't look too natural. You can literally just have him standing and that's it. I like a bit of dynamism with my action figures, you know? That's what I'm saying. Again, not hating. This is more of a commentary on what, you know, mashes my potatoes as an action figure collector. And like hardcore Transformers fans, well, first of all, I'm not sure if any hardcore Transformers fans are going to watch this because there's not much content for you on my channel. But if you are, God bless you. And also comment below like, what do you enjoy most about Transformers? I got some friends who are big time Transformers fans. Maybe I should just ask them. Nah, I like the interactions. So yeah, In conclusion, this was a long, short review. I thought I wasn't going to be here for a while, but yet, here we are, Dave. Let's give this guy a grade. So for Maximal Leo Prime, I am going to give this figure a boom 5 out of 10, right in the middle there, because he's quite expensive as well, $30 for a figure that's not very big, but I appreciate that all the engineering that's gone in here was very nicely done for what you had to work with. And for those of you not familiar with the scoring on my channel, 5 out of 10 is not bad at all. People hear 5 out of 10 and they're like, oh, what? That means it's rubbish. Nuh-uh. 5 out of 10 is right slap bang in the middle. That means it is an average action figure. And people are like, oh, well, what's the point of having it go up to 10 if nothing can ever get 9 or 10? Well, yeah, but that's the same as like other people's grading scales where it's like, well, what's the point of having it go down to 1 if nothing ever gets 1? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, I like what they've done. Or I appreciate what they've done more, but it just doesn't quite sing to me. But I'm not going to say, oh, it's bad because X, Y, and Z, because no, I appreciate this is a well-executed Transformer. But maybe for me, a well-executed Transformer isn't quite good enough for me to really start getting excited about, because that is an exceptionally executed Transformer. That's what sings to me. But this dude, I might carefully just pop him back in the box and find a new home for him, but I'm glad I had the experience. And folks, that does it for my review of Transformers Legacy Evolution Maximal Leo Prime. Whew! What do you think about this Transformer? Or more to the point, what do you think about my take on this Transformer? Am I being too harsh? Do you get it? Or also, am I just wasting my time doing Transformers reviews here because I hardly ever cover them? And no one comes here for Transformers news. Comment below, let me know. And until next time, keep displaying model behavior. Golf. You saw it here.
Coffee, big time coffee.